Hi, thank you for tuning into Crafty Hands Club YouTube channel. I am Carice Jefferson, owner and founder. Today I'm going to talk about instant gratification because it's something that happens a lot in business. But before that, if you are watching this channel for the very first time or you have not subscribed to the Crafty Hands Club magazine channel, go ahead and do so. Hit the red button and you will receive notifications of latest video uploads to the channel. And here at Crafty Hands Club, we help crafters such as yourself turn your hobby into a profitable side business, understanding your numbers in ways that you may not have ever thought. We also help you connect with other crafters and make your crafts a lifestyle. So back to instant gratification. I have a story to tell. So SEO. SEO takes a lot of time, takes a lot of work. And here at the magazine, of course, there's articles and blogs and so forth. And the articles and blogs and the videos are very small parts of what I do. A huge chunk of my time is SEO, keyword research, phrases, what are people looking for, and so forth. So I had came up with a list of keywords for Crafty Hands Club, and I did a good job because the target to that is you want words that have a high search volume but low competition rate. But not to bore you with SEO. So anyway, to make a long story short on that, my first mind was like, let me go find someone on Fiverr and see what keywords that they could come up with. And I told my husband, I said, you know what? My brain is saying you could do this yourself. Sure enough, it was right. I came up with about 30 to 35 good keywords, like very good. And I mean, it tied into what Crafty Hands Club does. So just because I was a little bit curious to see were there any more keywords out there, right? So I reached out to someone. I did like a $10 order. I got it back the next day. Their gig guarantees you 50 plus keywords. I think I got about like 20 keywords. And that's because it's such a niche space, but it was basically copy and paste. And the words that they came up with, I had a list of much better keywords. I mean, the everything on that list was low searches, low searches. They had low competition, but it just wasn't going to do any good, especially, the magazine is relatively new. So anyway, that is an example of what it looks like when you throw money at a problem. Now, the good thing is I had did the work. I had just sent it as a way to see was there anything else out there. But it took me back to a time where my mindset was different than how it is now because it wasn't always like it is today. I too used to throw money at problems. The word marketing, the word SEO used to just frighten me. And when it came to that, I was like, let me get somebody to do this. Let me get somebody to do that. But here's the thing. No matter how much you outsource something, at the end of the day, you as a business owner have to make that decision. And you really need to understand the process behind it, whether you like it or not. So a lot of times in the craft space or just, any business, especially when you're new, it's almost like people can smell you, that you're a new entrepreneur. They come at you with all kind of trainings, all kind of webinars, all kind of products, all kind of books, just a lot of fill in fluff, cute designs off of Canva and Photoshop in this package as a pretty digital product. And the sad thing is, a lot of the stuff you don't know, you haven't learned any more than what you did before you bought it. So in terms of that, you want to think about, is this something that I'm able to do, or is this something that I really cannot do? Because as I said earlier, I had already came up with good keywords. So I didn't need to double check. And sometimes you can overthink. And that's what a lot of people do in business, just overthink stuff. Trust your gut. Before you throw money at something, ask, is this something that I absolutely cannot do? What parts of this can I do? What parts of this that I absolutely cannot do? Is it because I'm tired and cannot do it, or is it because I simply cannot do it? Is it a time consuming thing? Because if it's time consuming, that is a good reason to go ahead and pay for a service to be done. If it's none of those that I just mentioned, don't go out there and pay people money, because you'll easily fall into the trap of everybody's making money except you. So, instant gratification, it doesn't work. And you just have to do the work in business. And when you're starting out, you're going to be doing a lot of the tasks yourself until it stands on its own to support itself. And you're not in business to just keep pumping money into it. That's a hobby. You do that with a hobby. But in a business, the goal is to have some startup money, set some money aside for budget for X amount of months or maybe a year. And then when that takes off and sustains on its own, it's its own entity. Business is its own entity. So, you don't want to be just throwing money at everything. Be patient, be willing to do the work, and really know what it is that you are paying for. And when you pay for service, think about what it is you want and the results you want. Because when you are paying for service, you're paying for people to produce the results that you're looking for. You're not paying people to learn on your dime. And that's what a lot of people on Fiverr do sometimes. They really don't know, but they advertise it to get a little extra money, and they do crappy work. I've had it happen to me a few times. And besides that, you're not paying for people to learn on your dime, and neither are you just, throwing money away, because in the beginning, it is things are going to be tight. So if you have any questions or comments about this video, go ahead and post below. Again, I am Carice Jefferson, owner of Crafty Hands Club. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.